All right, so today is January 24th, 2023. It is Tuesday and it is day 179 of the JS and it is also day I don't really know of web development. Anyway, the thing is I need to figure my life out, bro, because I've been struggling with this like drawing app for weeks. Like I've been putting it off, then putting it back on, 582 for the web development, by the way. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Let me just go back to the beginning. So I started, like, I watched this video on Khan Academy and it was like, oh, you could just like draw, like, I figured out like you can like draw stuff and whatnot, whatever. And I think, which one was my first one? Maybe this one. This one works, right? So this is kind of the idea. You hover over it, and you get like a little image. Isn't it cute? Okay, moving on. That was like my little trial, right? But no, I try to make it a little bit more, how do I say this? Harder. See, you could literally see it's been a failure since day two. Um, Code pen, right? Bubble canvas, it doesn't work, right? Okay. That's because I did something with classes. Okay. I try it again. Girly still doesn't work. Like I click, this is where I try to have like this is my first like try of like what I want to do now. So like I had different, emojis and I wanted to be able to click on one and then hover over them, right? Like and hover over the canvas, excuse me, and then be able to draw it. It didn't work. Okay. So then I go back to, the basics and I'm like, okay, this works, right? Yeah, okay. But then I try it again. And I'm literally trying to be able to click. I tried to go simple. Instead of emojis, maybe the images aren't working. I could just do basic colors. But no, I click on the button, canvas pops up. I click on the red, nothing happens. Doesn't work. Okay. And then at this point, I go and I try to do this, click on the thing, and then this happens. And this is actually an accomplishment because I wasn't able to get it to hover when I hover over the canvas because the canvas had to be popped up first. And so it was a problem. But I figured it out because I had to do like different weird blocks. I don't know. I'm getting so confused with these functions. Like I am literally so lost, okay? But we're gonna figure it out. We are going to figure it out. Like I mean, let me just read this. So on button click. So when I click on the button, the blue button, right? This canvas pops up. Um, no. Yeah, no, I don't want this to happen. Okay. So document.body, I'm adding it to the body. I'm giving it its styling, and then I'm saying, okay, within this function, on canvas hover event. So within this, after this happens, I guess, if I hover over the canvas and this happens, but then I have the listener inside. Yeah, like I'm so confused, bro. I'm just like genuinely just so utterly confused with these like JS blocks, like inside functions. It's like confusing. But you know what? We're gonna figure it out. Yep, we are. Um, and then I just went on and moved on to generators after I learned how to do generators. Okay. And then some cute stuff, and then I'm back at the drawing app, right? Because I learned how to, you know, how to use if else. By the way, I'm a Python girl, right? So I have like, even though JavaScript is the first language I learned, like I am a full Python girl. Like I kid you not, I cannot do anything in JS. Like I've been literally learning it over again. And I knew nothing about like JS for web development. Like I didn't know any of this. I mean, no, that's CSS. I didn't know any of this. I just knew like drawing stuff and whatnot from Khan Academy. But I learned right about this. Like you could do if else within, a function, just like you could do in Python. I just like didn't know how to do it here. So I was like, oh, you know what? Then maybe I can use these to do the drawing app that I wanted. Okay. I go to the drawing app, right? I try this and boom, failure. Like absolute failure. I tried 5,000 things. I haven't tried chat GPT and it still couldn't even give me an answer. I want to be able to at least, you know what? It looks really cute. That's so cute. Okay, anyway, at least it looks cute. Okay, so if I click on it, right, nothing happens. Like, absolutely nothing happens. I am so lost. Like, this is just like literal garbage. I tried using the if else, like, if the button is click, if this is ID, then this is what should happen. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Girly is confused. Anyway, that's my little rant about how confused I am. Oh my god. If else if. Maybe I should do the same thing as the other time. If I click on this. And this happens. Bro, I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, anyway, I don't like um repeating projects that not projects, but like I guess these are mini projects. I don't like repeating them if I got them wrong or like if there's an error, I just like starting again because usually that works. Um, but yeah. So we're gonna start again. Get my life together. I'm so sure I'm gonna fail again, but it's okay. We'll learn. So doc type H, you know what? Let me actually see what the problem for the classes was. Hmm, failure classes. What was the problem? Button was an ID and a class. Button had to be a class instead of a ID? What was the problem? I should be better in documenting this. Hmm. Whatever. Okay, so HTML, this needs to be bigger. Okay, nope, not that big. Okay. Head tag, head tag, body, no, body tag. And then div, I'm gonna give it a class of canvas, and then ID of canvas. And end that div there. Then I'm also going to have div, I'm gonna give it a class of options. And it's going to have options. This is going to be a div class of option ID of option 1. And we're gonna have option 2. And I'm gonna give this an ID of, I don't even think, do we even need this? Probably not. Okay, let's style some stuff. So, well, first of all, no, yeah, it's fine. I could start with giving everything a border. So canvas dot options border solid red, right? 400 pixels with 700 pixels. Nope. 100 pixels, 700 pixels. Okay, so these are my two boxes. All right. So I need them to be side by side. So they are in the bar tags. And so I'm going to select the body, give it a display of flex. And that's going to, by default, put them side by side because by default, flex direction, which is a property, is set to row. So they're all the flex items, which is inside a flex container, is going to be set in the same row. Okay, we're going to do a gap of 1 em. And let me open this up. Okay, and then I'm going to say justify content center align items center height 100 VH because align items is not going to work unless the body is the full size of the screen. Okay. I'm really not up for explaining things today. So if you happen to see this, even though it's an unlisted video, I'm sorry. Okay. Um, Obviously the options needs to be cute, and right now it's not cute. So we're gonna say border radius, I don't know, 30 pixels, and then the height, well, I want it to be the same height. We could say the width is, I don't know, 20%. And then just get rid of this ugly width. And maybe not 20%, but let's do, actually, Oh, no, that's not what I meant. Okay. Let's do 60 pixels. But am I going crazy? I might be going crazy. Okay. Width, 700 pixels. Oh, whoops. It's supposed to be the other way around. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. And then instead of 60 pixels, let's do 70, make it a little thicker. Sure. And I guess we could keep it height 700 pixels. And then just get rid of this. Okay. Whoa, that's not what I meant. All right. Now for the options. Um, hashtag option one. I'm literally going to just say height 50 pixels, width 50 pixels, background literally red, bro. Like, just work. Thank you. It needs to be a circle because yes. And then let's do black instead, and then here let's do, you're kidding me. Let's do blue, option two. Okay, and then the options needs to be a display of flex as well because we can't have this. It needs to be pretty and it needs to be flex direction um column in the same column because again by default they're row. And what is this ugliness? This needs to be 50%. Why did I do 20 pixels? Let me know. Okay.
Sorry, I'm
Oh,
still not sure about that.
what are you talking about?
I'm not sure I understand.
Bro, stop talking. Okay. Um, okay. Question mark. Okay, so this is the quote. This is where this quote comes in that insanity is repeating the same thing over and over again. Do you know what? We're gonna try not to do that today. What can I do differently is my question. I mean, I don't know. I've tried everything. I just literally, maybe that is my insanity, that I try everything and still get it wrong. Mm, I'm so lost. Okay. Well, first of all, let's start with the simplest thing, which is actually accessing our buttons. So I'm going to say option one is equal to document dot get element by ID, and then option one, right? At least I got that right. Semicolon, not that we need it, but whatever. Option two goes in here. Okay, we have that. What's my function? So I'm gonna say let well, what do I want? Let me think about it. So, how about I pull up my whiteboard? Okay. Okay. So, I have that's disgusting. Okay. Um, ow. I have like my little options. Why is this horrible? Why can't I just, you know what? You know what? Never mind. Just gonna do squares. Okay. And then I have my canvas. Okay. So here's my option one, option two, that's horrible. Okay, so what I want to happen is number one, I want to be able to click on an option. Okay, depending on what that option is. So depending on option chosen, I want a new well, I guess. You know what? Well, what's the base? You know what? That's the condition. So let me start with the basics. The basics is that when I hover over the canvas, I want a new pixel to be created and added, appended to the canvas, and its background or image source should be depending on whatever option I choose here, right? But in order to choose something from here, I need to have an event listener here and click on that. I don't know. Okay. So hover over the canvas. I want a new pixel to pop up. And I want to, you know what? How about, okay, you know what? Start with the basics. I'll do that then. I'll do that. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to create a function. I'm going to say let on canvas hover equal event. Okay. I want there to be a new pixel created. So document dot create element, and it's going to be a div, right? And I would also need to access the canvas so that I can append that new pixel on the canvas, which I could do right here because the ID has an ID of canvas. Okay, then I want to take the canvas and I want to append child new pixel. Okay, and I need just really quickly, I'm gonna say pixel dot style dot, well, no, then I'm gonna have to do the height and width also. You know what? Let me just create a dot. I'm gonna say new pixel. I'm gonna set the height to be 50 pixels, the width to be 50 pixels, and then the background to be red. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the new pixel here and I'm gonna say class name. I'm going to add a class name to it, and that's going to be new pixel. Okay, so those properties apply here. And then just to see kind of like this little trial, I'm going to say canvas dot add event listener. So the canvas is going to listen for this for when the mouse is moved over it, and then it's going to call this on canvas hover function when that event happens. Okay, that's horrifying. Oh, obviously. Okay, so right now it's just appending literally it's just appending a red square every time we hover over it. We want it to we want to actually be able to use our mouse to dictate where those squares are going to go. That's why we have this E over here. So I'm going to say I'm going to actually go over here, give it a position of absolute, right? Which just basically means it's going to go absolutely where you want it to go. It's not going to be relative to anything. No matter what's on the screen, it's just going to go absolutely where you want it to go. So then I'm going to say new pixel dot style, so which is basically accessing the CSS. So style dot top. I'm going to set that equal to E. I'm grabbing the event, which is basically just kind of a log of all the properties of your mouse and the event and whatever. So client, so top is Y because top and bottom vertical plus pixel. So it's going to select my Y position. I'm going to add pixels there and I'm going to add it to the top, which will be the same thing. If my Y position was like, I don't know, 2 pixels, then it would just be 2 pixels from the top, right? Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the X. So this is from the left and it's going to be client X pixels. So let's see. So I hover over it, now it's looking good. Okay, so this is what I want to happen, right? But here's the thing. I want to be able to, like, the background, I want that to change depending on which option I click on. So how do I do that is my question. And I don't know. So this is the base code, right? This is working. But now I want this stuff to happen. So I don't know. Let's say, well, if, right, let's start with the basics. If event.target.id is the same as option one, Then I want the background, a variable called background, to be set to, like, I don't know, black. Let's start simple, right? To be set to black. But I guess it would have to be this, black. And then I would have to create a variable called background, right? And then just say, okay, this is what's gonna happen. Okay. So variable background, it has no value yet, okay? And then else if event dot target dot id is the same as option 2, then I want the background to be blue. All right, and so then I'm saying if there is a background, well, yeah, if there is a background, like once there is a background, then I want all this stuff to happen, right? Well, first of all, let me make sure I'm actually going to comment this out because I know that this certainly works. So just go ahead and put that. So this is what I want to happen if there is a background, right? Okay, so this needs to be in another function when the button is clicked. So this stuff happens when a button is clicked. So I'm gonna say let on button click equal to, I guess, event. And then all of this happens when the button inside this function here. And that only happens when the actual button's clicked. So option 1 dot add event listener. And I guess it's not a button, it's an option. So I'm going to say on option click. So add event listener, and it's going to be click, and it's going to run this function. And then this is, so it's going to be the same for option 2. But then I'd have to add the background here. So if there is a background, then the new pixel dot style dot background is going to be equal to background, which is the variable good over here. All right, let's see if this works. Stop it. Stop it. No, this was God. This was God. Bro, I've been working on this for a week. I'm not crying. I'm actually crying. Do you see how many days, how many tries I have tried to do this? Oh my God. So I guess it is real. This is literally proof that, first of all, God is real. And number two, what was I talking about? I'm not, oh my God, not, okay, let me rephrase. When I said I guess it is real, I was not talking about God. I just wanted to put him first. But what I was talking about is the fact that if you start with what you want and then get, like, you start like backwards, I get inwards from outwards. Why does everything remind me of math? You know, like those composite functions where you have to start from inwards, like f of x or f of g of x, and you have to start inwards and then go outwards? Same thing. So I guess if you start from inwards in web development and like what you really want, and then you start like reaching out to say, okay, if I want this, well, I need to get this, then, it works. Oh my God, this is so exciting. This is amazing. I am so excited. It is like I'm crying. I'm actually crying. I can't believe this actually worked. And it was, oh my God, and I did it in one try. Not, oh my God. No, because tell me how I couldn't do this yesterday. I guess, no, really, it's because I started with what I wanted. I started with the basics. I started with what I knew, with the simple stuff, right? Like, this is what I've been doing. Oh my God, this is amazing. I guess the difference is the event stuff because here I have E and then here I have event, and then yesterday I used the same thing for both. So maybe it's because there's different types of events. I don't know. Not different types of events, but maybe it's different, like with the event listeners. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. But like, oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you, my Lord. I can't, I'm literally crying. Like, you think I'm not crying, but I'm crying though. Like, I'm actually like crying. Like, oh my God. No, I just have to take my time and read this code over because I'm so proud. Okay. So, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, actually, oh my God. So, let on option click event, right? And so, create a variable called background. If the if the option I clicked on is option one, then make the background, set background to black. And if the option I click on is option two, set the background to blue. So if there is a background, right, meaning that I clicked on a button, then I want to run this function, which is let on canvas hover E, right? I'm creating a new pixel. I am appending it to the canvas. So it's not going to show up um, over here, right? But it shows up inside the red box, kind of. It's a little bad, but whatever. New pixel.class name. I'm adding this class, meaning I'm adding a height of 50 pixels with a 50 pixels background. Shouldn't even need that. Position absolute. And then I am telling it its location and where it should go. So I'm using the event property and I'm selecting my Y position and I'm adding pixels to it so that the top property is actually set to whatever this is. Same thing for the left. And then I'm adding the actual background, which is actually the variable that was set over here on these conditions. And then I'm finally running the canvas add event listener, but only right if there is a background. So that's inside that thing. Actually, shouldn't this be inside over here? No, yeah, it is inside. So this line ends over here. So this should it be here? I don't know. Whatever. There should be some alignment. I don't know how to align in JS yet. We'll get to it. And then I'm calling that in, right? And then my function's ending. And then these are outside because these are like, the things that just need to happen in order for anything to happen. So having option one, listen for when it's clicked on, and when it's clicked on, it's going to run this whole function. And actually both of them are going to run the function. And what makes a difference is the fact that this thing over here, event.target ID, whatever event has the ID of option one, and the background's gonna be black. And that's amazing. Oh my God. I'm sorry, but I just need to spend like literally hours looking at this code. I don't even know how I got here. Oh my God. I just need to like rewatch this whole video because like what was this? Thank you, God. No, this is literally God. Because you don't even know how many I think I've cried. Like for the amount of times I've tried this and like got it wrong. This is crazy. This is my dream. Well, my dream for the past like 2 weeks, but yeah. Like, I am so happy and I am so excited to try this out tomorrow. By the way, so I'm like, I have this thing where like if I get it right, like that's enough for today. Like, I just need to end with a success. Like, I don't want to try again. So I'll try this tomorrow and see, make it pretty because today I just did the simplest thing ever. Like, this is the simplest demo I could have done. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm flabbergasted. Flabbergasted, I tell you. We love newbie things. I'm sorry if this is too much excitement. You're probably like, whoever's watching this is like, been there, done that. I'm like, okay. I'm sorry, but this is really exciting for me because I've been struggling, okay? I'm so excited. Oh my God. Let me dwell in this moment. That's amazing. I hope I can repeat this tomorrow. I hope this wasn't like something of like chance or of luck because like I genuinely hope I can repeat this tomorrow. That will be the test if I actually know what I'm doing. I'll record that too, I guess. On option click. This is the thing. I think this is the thing that got me. The difference between a vet and then E. I know they're the same thing, but I guess what if I did no. What yeah, let me try this. If I did E, would it have changed anything? No, it wouldn't have changed anything. Oh my God. So it doesn't matter. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Okay, so then what's so it wouldn't ah so I guess it just refers to the last event that was called, I guess. This is amazing. Like I am did I say I'm flabbergasted? Because I am. This is like thank you God. Like oh my God, I'm crying. Stop it. No, I just can't believe it. I'm literally in shock. I'm literally in shock. Because do you know how many times I've tried? I've been frustrated. I spent hours trying to figure this out. Like, I'm crying. Oh my God. Oh my God. How did I even do this? Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna stop because I have literally a quiz I have to study for tonight for one of my classes, and like, girl is still doing like I'm wasting time. The quiz is in 5 hours. Like, I have to get my life together. Okay, so I'm gonna go, and tomorrow will be the test of my knowledge and see if I could actually do this or if this was just literally luck. It's not actually, it's not even luck, honestly, because God, you know what? No, I trust in God. He made me able to do this, and I'm gonna do it again tomorrow in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Okay, obviously there's some responsiveness problems, but we'll fix that when we get to that. That's like another thing, okay? Anyway, oh my God, I'm obsessed. Okay, bye.